Hello. Today we will create an oil painting of a horse together, step by step. For the base, I use a primed canvas. This is important so the paint lays down evenly. For the background, I choose soft, warm gray tones so they emphasize the silhouette of the horse. At this stage, it's better to work with a large flat brush and not go deep into details. If the paint is too thick, you can add few oil. Right now, I am laying down large patches of color to set the overall composition. Painting a horse is always a special pleasure because it combines strength and grace. There's no need for perfect accuracy. The most important thing is to capture character and movement. Painting a horse with oils is meditation where there is both energy and peace. It's very important not to rush. It's better to work gradually from the general to the details. Oil paints dry slowly, and this gives us time for smooth transitions and gentle blending of colors. I add quick strokes with a thin brush to convey the fluidity of the hair. For head, I use several shades of gray and a bit yellow light shadows, mixing them right on the palette. It allows to create cozy feelings from all painting. Through contrasts, the volume appears and the figure becomes alive. When the main forms are defined, it's time to focus on the small details. These touches make the image more realistic and alive. I use thick white brush strokes to highlight the brightest areas. In oil painting, you can work in layers. A thin layer will dry and new accents can be added on top. That's why don't be afraid to leave the work on pause and return later. In the final stage, I return to the main, soften the transitions, and add gentle highlights. This creates harmony and completeness of the entire composition. For the muzzle, I use a deep black mixed with a drop of ultramarine. I carefully apply it with a fine brush, emphasizing the contours and creating expressiveness. The painting becomes not just an image, but an emotional statement. It's very important to keep the palette clean. I mix only 2 or 3 colors at a time. It's important not to overload the brush with paint, otherwise the strokes will look muddy. When the work is finished, it's always nice to step back a little and look at it with fresh eyes. It is the eyes that make the painting alive and create an emotional connection. I hope you enjoyed this process and feel inspired to try it yourself.